How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to the sports show. I'm Christian, and that's Tyreek.
And I'm Tyreek, and that's Christian. Enjoy the show. And now for all my redneck listeners out there, the best 5 minutes of your day that won't even disappoint your cousin. True shit.
Or bullshit.
All right, Christian, you ready?
I am now, yes.
Did you get to look at a picture of the guy, DK Metcalf? Did you check out what he's like?
No.
Yeah. Well, he's ripped. Kind of like, who? Who do I know that's ripped? Nobody.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I'm playing Jared.
I don't know why
Sorry about that.
Coming at our fact checker Jared for. Like, Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's fucked up. Well, anyway, though.
Doesn't even have a mic to defend himself.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Right. Anyway, though, the guy's shredded. He's pretty ripped. He said he was like 1.9% body fat. Okay. Never heard anything like that in my life, but he looked like he was pretty solid, to be honest. Run out there and ran a fourth.
What position does he play?
Wide receiver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Runs a 4.3, 340. John Gruden said he looked like Jim Brown. So my question to you is, do you think for the NFL it's smart for a team to just draft a player because he seems like a specimen? True shit or bullshit?
True shit. Major true shit, yeah. Especially with the NFL, you can take these types of chances. There's so much players you can draft that, yeah, I mean, if he has that type of specimen talent type of shit, yeah, no doubt about it, you can take a chance on that guy.
Yeah, true shit. Yeah, I'm going to go with true shit for this one, too. But do you think it would be smart to draft somebody like in the first round just because they're a specimen, or you mean just...
Yeah, I think you can take that chance.
Not too.
Because nowadays your best players are coming out in the third, fourth, fifth round, anyways.
Well, yeah, that is true.
So that's why I think basketball is it's easy to take that chance.
Basketball?
I mean football.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
All right, true shit. All right. Another question for you. See all the Kyler Murray got his measurements and everything at the combine. Came in at 5'10", a little bit over, like 1/8 inches. Has big hands. That's what everybody was looking for, to see if he was going to be good size to play the quarterback at the next level. So after seeing all that, do you think, true shit or bullshit, the Cardinals will take Kyler Murray with the first pick in the draft?
Yeah, true shit. True
yeah.
shit. When they first talked about it, they were talking about how like the guy they got to be the new coach was talking a while ago about how much he liked him.
Said he would draft him number 1.
Yeah, so obviously he likes him. I feel bad for, don't they have Rosen?
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. But at the same time, those teams that are desperate for a quarterback, this is your chance.
Yeah, somebody will definitely grab him.
Yeah, trade for that guy, and maybe he turns out pretty good. So that'd be good for them. But yeah, true shit.
True shit.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with true shit on this one, too. I think sometimes, even though you have a quarterback, you got to really think of things from, like, a making money standpoint. And he's going to be really big for ticket sales.
Yeah.
Way bigger than Rosen. I feel like he's going to have fans actually wanting to buy jerseys from him.
He's a little more exciting.
Yeah, no question about it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with true shit on that one. Okay. Next question to you. The Kansas City Chiefs have been working on some things, getting the overtime rule changed, trying to have teams have a little more opportunity to get the ball first. That way, it wouldn't be the same thing that's constantly happening. The team gets the ball in the playoffs first, they score right away, touchdown, and then the game's over. Other team sits there and feels like they never even have a chance. So my question to you, true shit or bullshit? The Chiefs' proposal will work. They're going to change the NFL overtime rules, and people are going to enjoy what it's like. What do you even think they're going to change the rules to actually?
I want to say true shit. I think it's going to be bullshit, though. So I'm going to say bullshit. because I don't see the NFL changing it again, I think is sad. I don't know what exactly they were, because they didn't really say what their proposal was going to be, but they did say their proposal was going to have both teams have just 100% chance to have one possession, which I like. I personally, the Chiefs game is a great example. It's not that they have a bad defense, but they're playing the GOAT of quarterbacks, so it's kind of hard to stop that guy from scoring a touchdown. Whereas if you change these rules, you give a guy like Patrick. I don't know why I can't remember his last name. Patrick Mahomes. You give a guy like Patrick Mahomes a chance because he started to ball in that game.
Yeah, he definitely.
First
did.
half, he
was nervous.
Awful. Second half, he played like the MVP, and it was sad to see that he didn't get his opportunity to put up a touchdown to help them in that game. So I'm saying bullshit because I just don't see the NFL changing it again anytime soon. But I would like to be surprised. But yeah, I'm gonna say bullshit. All right.
I think I am gonna say true shit on this one, just because I feel like the NFL, they seem stupid sometimes, but they're a little smart. They realize that when you have so many controversies and so many problems coming up again and again with the same issue, eventually people are gonna get tired of it.
But this is one of those weird ones where
some people like it,
50-50. Yeah, some people like it and some people don't.
I just think, I mean, it gives you both option, but I will say in this age of the NFL we live in, it's way more easier for the offense than the defense.
Fuck yeah.
So I feel like you have to give each team a chance. But at the same time, I wonder maybe if they switch it to, like, say one team scores a touchdown, then the other team scores a touchdown, and then the other team comes back down and scores a touchdown, they may just start complaining like, well, I feel like we should get the ball again, get another chance at the touchdown.
And that's where people bring in the excuse of this is like a trickle-down effect. Like, you don't want to do this. But to those people that say, oh, we should have a second chance, no. You had your chance. You had 2 chances to play good defense. That's enough, in my opinion. Yeah. So I'd like that to happen. I don't see it happening.
All right, my next question for you. You saw about Jason Witten leaving the Monday Night Football booth, trying to return.
By the way, I didn't even know he was on that booth.
Really?
I don't watch Monday Night Football.
Honestly, he's pretty fucking awful.
Really? Yeah, because I love Tony Romo.
Yeah, I think that's what they thought he was going to be like Tony Romo, former Cowboy.
And I'm an Eagle fan, so it's crazy for me to say that, but I love Tony Romo.
Romo's he's a commentator for the everyday fan. He'll actually have you understanding football. He's really good at what he does. Witten, he was just boring. It was weird. Yeah.
Wow.
But he said he wants to go back to the Cowboys. He likes the young team. Thinks that they can win the Super Bowl. So, with Jason Witten coming back to the Cowboys, do you think that now makes them a legitimate Super Bowl contender? True shit or bullshit?
Huge bullshit. Hater. Yes, I'm an Eagles fan, but this Cowboys team is so wildly overrated. Like, I think at the end of the day, you need a quarterback you can count on. I don't think Dak's that guy. I don't know. Because he's not really shown that he can do it. I don't know. I don't think he's impressive enough. He's not Tony Romo. And Tony Romo only had...
Shit, you're going to say that?
He only had, 2 playoff wins in his whole career? Maybe 3?
Dak has 1, right?
Yeah, Dak has 1.
Yeah, Tony, I think 2. Yeah, I'm pretty positive 2.
Okay, so he's probably going to, if he stays on the Cowboys, he's probably going to pass Tony Romo when it comes to wins in the playoffs. But Tony Romo is obviously way more talented. And I think it's sad for them because I think if Tony Romo had this defense on his side when he was balling, they could have made some noise. Yeah. But not with Dak. So, and I don't think Jason Witten moves the needle enough to do that. So, I think it's bullshit.
I'm not too sure how to feel about the Cowboys. It's like some days I think they're better than they are. And then they come out and they have a terrible game and they just don't score any points. So it's confusing.
They are that type of team.
Yeah, but their defense is real. Yeah. I will say that. Their defense is real. And if they continue to use Ezekiel Elliott the right way, I saw enough of a difference with Amari Cooper last year to make me feel like they can compete enough to be Super Bowl contenders. So I'm gonna go with true shit on that one. I think the Wooden, even though he's not a Super Bowl winner, just that veteran presence coming back into the locker room, those young players seeing that somebody believed so much, I feel like that may motivate them a little more. So I'll say the Cowboys. Right now, I'll give them contenders, but I have about 10 to 12 teams in that thing right now anyway. So
the NFL is deep. Yeah,
so.
Especially the NFC.
Yeah.
The NFC's
So I'll go true shit for that one.
okay.
All right. You saw the game last night, the Bucks against the Lakers. You got to watch it, or?
I saw a little bit of it. I saw a little bit at the beginning. I did not watch the end. I thought the Lakers were looking good in that game.
All right. Yeah, they were. I always think the Lakers, they play teams pretty good.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
Especially when they're on prime time. They show up a little bit. But they also, the Bucks, went out there, got Paul Gasol for the waiver wires. So my question to you now is, do you think the Bucks are the favorites to come out the East? True shit or bullshit? And before you answer this, just make sure, answer it with need to with the answer. Like, don't just like beat around the bush saying you think a couple teams. If you had to pick just one team that you had to actually put your money on to come out the East, would it be the Bucks? True shit or bullshit?
These types of questions are so hard because you try to not be biased. I'm going to say bullshit.
Yeah.
I have to. Giannis has to show me something first, because that's everybody's excuse with like the Sixers. That's why if I had to pick one team, I would say it's the Raptors, because Kawhi's been there, he's done that, and out of everybody, I mean, I know Kyrie's been there and done that too, but he also had LeBron James as a teammate, so that's a little different. So Giannis hasn't done anything, and he's been called like the next LeBron for a few years now. And he hasn't done anything in the playoffs. So we'll see what he does this year. If he does good and if he makes the finals, then Milwaukee's going to be dangerous for years to come.
Yeah.
But as of right now, he technically hasn't shown me anything in the playoffs. So I'm not going to pick him. So bullshit.
All right. When I was watching that game last night, I don't think I've given the Bucks a lot of respect. But one thing
I think a lot of people.
I will say they do have a lot more players out there than just Giannis. Like, they have some actual like
depth.
They have some, their team is pretty loaded.
And getting Powell.
Yeah, so I don't think he's going to play too many, like, important minutes, but.
Powell?
Yeah, I just think he's going to be more of, like, a veteran presence off the bench.
And a scorer.
Yeah, he gets some buckets for him, yeah, definitely. But if I had to pick a team right now, I think I am going to say bullshit on that one, and I don't want to be biased just because of it. But I think I am going to go with the Sixers still. I think I am going to say they're the favorites to come out just because.
I mean, they
I
are
like
the most talented team.
Yeah, I definitely like what I see, and I think we do have the pieces to help us out in those series where maybe Joel Embiid won't completely come up to the test.
But
then we can count on Jimmy and Tobias.
Yeah.
But it's also important about Brett Brown's rotation, so we'll see. I don't know. Maybe the guy from Bucks is a little better coach than Brett Brown, but we'll see what happens in the playoffs.
Playoffs are going to be interesting.
Yeah, but I'll go with true bullshit on that one, too.
Okay.
All right. Last night, the Raptors went against the Trailblazers.
Good game.
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard hit a buzzer beater. Not a buzzer beater, but he hit the game-winning shot. Right before it went off. So my question to you is Kawhi actually the best player in the East instead of maybe Giannis? True shit or bullshit?
I keep saying no. Then this guy got another game winner. Because I was actually talking to my boss about how he's not the best player. But he did it again. I'm going to say true shit that he's the best player in the East.
True shit.
I've always respected his defense. His defense is insane.
It's top notch.
Like that one night where they played the Spurs, and like the Spurs were at Toronto. It was whatchamacallit's big night back, and he just spoiled the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for DeRozan. I was like, damn, you just took your cookies like that. Like the most important point in the game. So yeah, his defense has always been top notch, but now he's hitting these not these buzzers, but these game winners this year, and it's just like
Being clutch.
he's
Real
really
clutch.
showing up, and honestly, it's making me mad the Sixers didn't trade for him in all reality. But the rumors were the Spurs were only interested in Ben Simmons in a trade situation, so no, I wouldn't do that trade just because there's that chance that he would have left.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think true shit that he's the best. Yeah.
I have another question for you, but first I'm gonna go with bullshit on this one.
Okay.
I do think, from what I've seen from Giannis, he's unstoppable. He is.
He's a
like
beast.
it's unbelievable to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Kawhi's a better shooter,
Fuck yeah.
but I also, a part of me, I like what I see from Giannis a little more as a passer than Kawhi too. When I started looking at him,
If Giannis gets a shot though.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, he'd be. But I can say that about a lot of people. Too,
yeah,
though,
Ben
so
Simmons too. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people need something that they would make them the best in the league.
That's true.
Some people are a little stronger. They may be, so you can't.
I've always said if AI was 6'3",
Yeah, so
that guy would have been a beast.
Yeah, exactly. So many ifs. But since you do say Kawhi is, do you think right now he is the best player in the league?
No.
Still LeBron.
No.
Curry. Or KD?
Yeah, KD.
Oh shit! All right.
I'm more of a Curry guy. I think Curry's more important than KD is.
Well, it's good you mentioned KD because
it wraps up into the next one. But yeah, I think KD still has it all, and he balled on LeBron. And I know it's older LeBron, and I would have preferred him to do that in that first finals when they played.
That was
the
real
Heat.
young KD.
He was really young, but it's a little unfair, I guess. But nah, I still take KD. KD he's balling.
Right.
I mean, now if we're talking about like who I choose, I still choose healthy LeBron James.
Yeah, but he's not healthy.
But he's not healthy right now, so yeah.
All right. Well, speaking about KD, he came out and said that the NBA will never completely fulfill him as a person. So I guess
it was a weird.
It's a lot of shit he says, but. So, do you think that means that he is staying with the Warriors and he doesn't give a fuck what people think about him for his legacy, or maybe he's wanting to seem better? True shit or bullshit?
I honestly think it's true shit.
True shit.
I think that was the reason he said that, because that's what everybody's argument for him leaving is leave and you help your legacy, and if you win in that if you win once, that automatically propels you into like that top 3 conversation.
Yeah.
In that GOAT conversation.
Yep.
So with him saying he will never be fulfilled, I just think he just wants to keep on winning. I mean, it could mean the opposite. It could mean that maybe he's willing to leave and never win another championship, and he's fine with that. But I took it more of he just wants to keep winning championships, and his best way to do that is with the Warriors, unless there is collusion and him and Kyrie and AD are all trying to go on the Knicks.
Yeah,
that'd be insane. But yeah, I think he's staying. So true shit.
True shit. Yeah. Well, number one, that whole collusion thing. Before I get into this, I mean, there is maybe like, what the fuck can you do at the end of the day? Like, people go over each other's houses. Yeah, you don't know what conversations they have, so. Just keep that shit secret. I don't know who these sources are to always leak shit.
I don't know either.
Like, that'd be upsetting if I just have like a family member that's always over my house and they just like be texting people, let them know what the hell I've been talking about. But I'm gonna go with bullshit on that one, just because KD, he seems to be very sensitive.
He is sensitive.
Like, it seems like his like ideas switch a lot, like depending how he feels. I feel like he says different shit. Like,
he does.
It's really confusing. And I feel like he tries to make statements all the time. So I can't really take this for like face value, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with bullshit on that one.
But you still think he's staying this year?
With the Warriors this year?
This coming up summer.
Yeah, I think he'll come back, especially if they win a championship. Now, if they would lose the finals and he leaves,
oh my God,
I don't know what the fuck to say about you anymore, KD.
Well, I think it would. I think that would actually beat LeBron beating them. That'd be more of a surprise than when LeBron beat them 3-1.
Yeah,
because this team is ridiculous.
They are loaded.
So,
But they've been losing too, so you never know.
I always go back to its regular season. They don't give a fuck.
They almost lost to the Rockets last year, though. And
True.
Speaking of the Rockets, James Harden, he lost his 58-point streak. I mean, he lost his 30-point streak.
Yep.
Only had 28. But then the next game came right back out, scored 58. Guess he said that he was tired of playing around with him out there. I don't fucking know. But after that 58 points against the Heat, do you think he is now once again the MVP favorite? He still is, however you were looking at it. True shit or bullshit?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
I think this is why I say the NBA is better now than it ever was. Because you got a guy who's doing what he's doing, and I'm over here saying I don't think he's going to win MVP.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think it's going to Paul George.
Really?
I think it's mainly because we all knew what was going to happen with Giannis. Like, we all knew unless he had like a crazy injury, we all knew he was going to be a top 5 player in the league. But with Paul George, after that injury, people didn't think he was going to play again, let alone be anywhere near as what he was. I think he's better today than he was in his prime with the Pacers before that injury. I think he's doing special things because that OKC team has no business being a top 3 seed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think Westbrook's a real winner.
Damn. Harsh shit.
Yeah, I'm always coming at Westbrook.
Yeah.
I low key want to just see him in real life and tell him how I feel. But that motherfucker's so crazy. He probably'd attack me like that. He's a crazy motherfucker out here getting mad because a little kid touched him. Like, he's insane.
I don't know if I would say he was mad. Are you talking about the video?
Mad. He was mad about it. That motherfucker was. He over here criticizing a man saying you need to be a better parent because your kid touched me.
What?
That's what he said. He said he told the dad, you need to do a better job controlling your kid. Like,
I'm saying, you think that's extreme, though, for him to say that?
Yeah, it was a fucking kid. I'm tired of people, like, comparing it. If this was a 38-year-old man, would that be okay? It's a 10-year-old kid. He didn't even, like, he wasn't excessive about it. Like, touched him. That's all he did.
Wow.
So, I don't know. He's a little baby back
really
bitch.
Don't
but
fuck with. That's another story.
That's another conversation, I guess. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Paul George. The Harden's playing amazing, but I don't even think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be third on the list. I think it's gonna be Paul, Giannis, and then James Harden. And that's crazy to think about. But
honestly, I do love Paul George, but I've been hearing so many people say it about him being MVP, but I don't think I've ever actually given it any like.
I don't know. I feel like he has that underdog going for him too.
Yeah, he does.
People like the underdog.
Yeah.
And
but I don't. Are you saying that you feel like it gives him more of a reason to be MVP just because he wasn't expected to do good?
Yeah. I think because of that injury, no one expected him to ever play this way.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's doing it, take that Sixer game for example.
He has had a lot of games.
Like
we
we thought, like I'm watching that game. My parents can hear me screaming after Butler stole it and scored.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you don't fucking come into Philly, fucking pieces of shits. Like, I was cussing up a storm saying, yeah, we had it in the bag. And then all of a sudden, Paul George just gets a wild 3 that they called a foul on as well, and he made that shit.
Yeah.
He's been having a fantastic year.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with for the Harden thing. I am gonna go with bullshit though, just because the points are nice and he's having some victories when he does it, so I gotta give him respect. But I still feel like, to me, it's Giannis. Best team in the league. I don't think I don't think that many people expected that though. For them to be
the Bucks to be the best team in the league.
They could have like 63 wins.
That could be the reason he gets it, just because they are probably going to end the year with the best record. So
and he's playing amazing basketball.
He is playing amazing basketball.
So I'm going to go with bullshit on that one too. All right, and we did it in 25 minutes, so we didn't make it. But for everybody that knows what CPT is, we did.
On to the main stories. All right, so we're going to start with these guys.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize you were wearing that hat. Damn, what the hell am I sitting here?
Oh, yeah. The full-on back to the Phillies bandwagon is on.
Phillies.
Literally the day they signed him. me and Mikey were out shopping. I was like, you know what? This is probably a good time to buy a Phillies hat. It's been a while since I had, because I had a bunch of them. Then the Phillies got ass, and I was like, yeah, I can't wear them no more. They ain't cool no more.
Do you feel like I hear some people saying this about like the whole process with the Sixers? They didn't want people like coming on the team because they weren't there supporting it. Do you feel like a bandwagon for doing that at all?
Fuck
like,
yeah, but I'm not a true baseball fan.
Yeah.
So, like, I love going to the games live. Growing up, I kind of enjoyed it, but it was always kind of boring to watch on TV.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird how it's that in hockey is so fun to watch live.
Yeah.
You watch that shit on TV, at least for me, it's just boring.
It's so slow.
It's super slow.
It's like you got to really.
But when it's exciting, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's boring. It's like you got to like actually like to watch strikes and balls. Like you have to like, find importance
I think the
in every single thing.
the last game I saw that was amazing to watch was when the Cubs won the World Series.
Oh yeah, of course.
That was such an
the whole
amazing
yeah.
game. I was
Usually
enjoying
playoff baseball is a little different. Like it's
no, yeah, it is. I do enjoy playoff baseball.
Yeah.
But so Bryce Harper got a 13-year, $330 million deal. How do you feel about that? It's the biggest deal in MLB.
Yeah. You mean like completely how I feel, or like who do I think it's smarter for?
No. Yeah, completely how you feel. Your overall thoughts on it.
I think he deserves it. Yeah. I mean, the money kept going up. People were getting it, and he was the hottest new free agent, so of course he had to be paid like it. But did you see the guy from the Rockies that got his contract?
No, what did he get?
He got 4 years, $180 million.
Well, the rumor was that's what the Dodgers offered Harper.
Yeah, and that's why I'm surprised a little bit about it from his standpoint, because I started thinking you pretty much signed a 13-year contract at $330 million.
And that's
with no
basically your career.
Yeah, no clauses in a time where, like, 6 years down the line, you could be the best player in the league still. And there's going to be motherfuckers making, like,
more
$15 million more a year just because you signed this super long-ass contract. So I think from the Phillies, truthfully, it's a genius-ass, great-ass deal that they made, to be honest. Because they can trade him away. It's going to look like a cheap contract if he starts fucking up.
They actually can't. That was one of his...
If they get him to, like, void the trade clause.
Well, he said no trade clause.
Yeah.
He wanted that in it. So he wanted... I respect him because he wanted to go somewhere for the rest of his career. And you don't hear that a lot. You don't... I mean, look at LeBron. He's starting to take control of his life by signing short contracts, saying, I'm in control, not you. Which I guess is the same case here because this is what he wanted. He wanted a no-trade clause. He wanted a no opt-out. And he wanted to be somewhere for the rest of his career. So he got what he wanted. I agree with you. It's genius for the Phillies. He's only getting 25, like around 25 million a year. And the other thing, and he even said it, I was watching his press conference today, and he even said it, because of how he did the contract and how much he's getting per year, this opens up the window of them getting Mike Trout in 2 years.
Oh, he said that himself.
He said that himself.
That's
like he
real shit.
He didn't say Mike Trout, but he said somebody in 2 years is coming off the books.
Okay.
So everybody knew what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah.
So I think
respect that move.
Exactly. I think it's smart on his point of thinking about how the Phillies can even get better.
Yeah.
I think this is a great deal for everybody. He gets his money. He gets his bag.
Yeah.
And they become contenders too.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think it's that bad. I'm thinking about it, like, you are rich at the end of the day. Like,
$330 million
is that
a lot.
Yeah, is that $100 million you missed out on? Is it really affecting your
Maybe.
life that much though? Like, $330 million, that's like 10 generations.
And when it comes to sports nowadays, it's all about what you do after you retire.
Yeah, truthfully.
Like look at LeBron.
He's a genius.
He's making moves.
Smart.
Look at Jordan. I mean, Jordan owns a team, and that's LeBron's dream is to own
a lot of basketball players are smart. A lot of people do that shit.
So if he does something like that, maybe not like owning the team, but like just does something where he can still make millions of dollars after he retires, he should be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did you see who he was DMing?
Oh, Antonio Brown.
No, Le'Veon
Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. I thought that was really interesting. I was like, I ain't gonna lie.
City of Champions.
What if that shit worked? You had the Eagles, the Phillies, and the Sixers
Yeah.
all doing work. That'd be crazy.
He wants his money though. That's what
He does.
he's a little,
And that's what Harper said in his little DM to him. He's like, "Get the bag." So I get that.
Yeah.
Um,
If you're on a good team, they got to think, because you maybe endorsements will come at you a little differently if you are on an actual team that gets attention. I think the Eagles, if that move for Le'Veon, it would be big time.
it would be big time.
Anywhere he goes is gonna be big, but
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, do you think this move? How close do you think the Phillies getting Bryce Harper? How close do you think that brings them to maybe, at the very least, getting to the World Series?
Oh, to the World Series. Well, I gave a little attention just living in Philly. I was giving the Phillies more attention.
Okay.
Being a Mets fan. There was a point in time last year where they were pretty good for a while, and then they fell off towards the end.
Real quick.
But the team was never that good, though. They were just winning.
They
It's
had
like the
young
players
talent.
weren't.
Yeah, young talent.
But the players, they weren't like, nobody's average was amazing. Nobody was hitting a bunch of home runs. But I will say the Harper pickup and then the catcher they got.
Yeah, the catcher. I heard about that.
Or whatever.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a really
I
good one.
think right now I could say I would expect them to at least be second in the NL East.
Okay.
Behind either the Braves or the
Washington.
Nationals. Probably the Braves though. And once you get in, anything can happen.
That's true.
And I think having a star player like Harper is definitely good. I think they need a little more pitching help.
Do you think he made a mistake not going to the Dodgers? Because, like I said, the rumor was like 4 years, 180.
I mean, I'm starting to look at it a little bit like I don't know what his reasoning was behind that shit. So I could tell it was a mistake, but at the end of the day, he could have chose it just because it made his family happy. And I can't say that was a mistake if it was like important to his wife and kids about they wanted to be in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And another thing somebody was saying, there's money is good, but the taxes are really fucking different in California compared to Philadelphia too. So
yeah,
the
okay,
money
I didn't think of that.
coming back,
That's true.
So I can't say he made a mistake. Nah.
Okay.
I think so.
Now, how do you think this makes Manny Machado feel? Because people were saying he was bigger and better.
You signed first though, so.
I thought that was the reason Harper
Yeah.
was taking so long. He wanted to wait for
see
Machado.
what happens. So.
Yeah.
Can't. It's nothing.
I respect that. He's getting his money.
Shit's so much money too, though. Like it is.
So much
like
money.
it's.
Well, honestly, this would be a good transition then to this pro player movement.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about players now taking control of their situations and getting the most money they can possibly get? How do you feel about this pro player movement?
There's I ask myself a lot of questions about that shit just because I feel like the type of stuff that has happened in the NBA with the Warriors is like the worst part of players completely choosing to do what they want just because it gets
just on where they can go.
Yeah, because
so not even a money thing. It's just about they can just.
I'm just saying the pro player aspect.
Yeah, the pro.
I'm not saying that was wrong for what he did, but I'm just trying to think about being pro player as possible. Like if it would happen, how many teams like that would?
Technically, LeBron could have went to the Warriors.
Yeah,
that would have been.
He could have. It would have been just awful. So for basketball, and I wish you heard what Damian Lillard said about how he's not gonna leave the Blazers because it matters more about being loyal to a team than winning and stuff.
It's because he's never experienced the opposite.
Winning?
No, he's never experienced a team line. Take I literally just said his name, DeMar DeRozan. Take his situation, for example. He could have went to a rising team like Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Or someone like that when he was a free agent a few years ago. But he was like, no, I'm going to be loyal to this team. We've had a few close situations where we could have won it all. I'm going to stay and be loyal. And his team said, we love you. We're loyal to you. And then the first chance they had to get a guy that was better, and it wasn't even a guaranteed contract. It was just a guaranteed better player for 1 year. They took it. and they just completely, betrayed him. And I feel like Damian is saying this because Lillard has never been in that situation where he commits to a team and then they're like, all right, thanks for what you did, but we're going to ship you. So that's what I think, that he just hasn't experienced that.
Do you think maybe the Blazers are just a good organization now? Possibly, like maybe he just.
I would say no. Hell no.
No.
Have they ever even gotten close to a ring?
An actual championship? Do they have? I think they have one championship.
When Lillard.
Oh, never mind.
Since Lillard was on the team.
Nah, I think
they had Aldridge in his prime.
Yeah, that was it as far as they got.
Yeah, Lillard and Aldridge was like a crazy good. And what didn't they have like 1 year where it was the three? It was Lillard,
Aldridge and McCollum.
Yeah.
It was probably towards the end of like the whole situation.
Yeah, the whole situation. But they might have had like 1 year together.
Yeah.
I don't think McCollum was there
as good
yet,
as he was,
but he was still making shots and shit.
The NBA, it's weird though. I think it can go across all sports though with the pro player thing, but the NBA's. It seems like the way to win in the NBA, it's always been the same. Like you have to be on a loaded team, like for history. Like
that's why I
that
hate when people say guys didn't do this back in the day. Yeah, but the teams were still loaded.
I feel like they were a little more, like created from the team though.
Sure,
not as much as like.
But that's why I always say, why is it a problem? Why is it okay that a GM can create a team, but the players can't?
Yeah, that is.
That's what I never understood.
I think it makes the whole thing of the team lose a little bit of its nature. I don't think so many people like the whole thing they see with LeBron, feeling like he's bigger than
exactly. Like LeBron went to Miami, him and D Wade decided to create a team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It had nothing to do with. It really didn't have anything to do with Pat Riley. Pat Riley was just the GM of the right team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I thought that was a fine decision. I agree with you. The KD thing is a little bit different. I don't think it's crazy different though.
I just wish more. I would think that more of these guys' motivations would be different. Like it seems like the things that motivate them aren't exactly what I would think they would.
So what do you think's motivating them?
I feel like they're a little more motivated by money than I realized. Like,
but you can make the argument that that's not the case. Kawhi walked away from a supermax.
Not all of them. Kawhi's not ego. He's not that type of person either.
AD's walking away from a supermax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
it's worked a couple times. James Harden signed his supermax. Curry signed his supermax.
There's more money in
KD
just the
looks like
contract
he's not
going
to take a supermax ever.
No.
You know what I mean?
But you make the thing. You also make more money than just the contract the team gives you too, though. I think they do take that into consideration when they do pick the teams and how many wins they are going to get for sponsorship reasons.
Yeah. I mean, Steph Curry must be making bang. Cause
yeah,
he has a little bit of ownership.
In the Warriors?
And no, in the Under Armour.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the things they pitched to him is we'll give you a certain percentage. I don't know what percent he got, but
that's a smart move.
Yeah, he makes money not just off of his sales, but he makes money just off of Under Armour.
Yeah.
So
basketball is it seems like it's
easier to get those in basketball.
Yeah. It's like it seems like it is a little more out for yourself than ever before.
Yeah.
But I also think the teams that are the best usually are teamwork teams though is the thing. So it seems like it works when it is a bunch of people doing what they want to do, but you do also need the team to have chemistry too though. Cuz the Sixers, we just went out there and got 4 All-Stars at the end of the day. But until people learn how to play together with the system, it makes the team look very different.
Yeah, so because I agree, the Sixers are good, but they could be great if they meshed a little bit better.
Figure it out a little more.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think I like the players doing what they do, but I wish their motivation was a little different. Maybe it would stop them from going to teams with already superstars. So
what do you want their motivation to be?
I want their motivation to be winning. I want them to feel like they're the best because they beat the best. Not because they joined the best.
That's why I love the fact that KD went to the Warriors. Because now you created the Monstars. That's why it bothers me when somebody like Lillard says, I'm not leaving. Because it's like...
Well, he went to the
But like, that's the best now. That's your goal, is to beat the Monstars. So why don't you leave? Why don't you team up with LeBron?
Because I feel like I feel like they feel like they're joining the best to beat the best. I don't think a lot of people want to join LeBron because they don't want to.
And I've never really understood that because nowadays, I say ever since KD chose to go to the Warriors.
It's the media.
Maybe. That might be true. But I think ever since he chose to go to the Warriors, LeBron individually is the best, but he is still not the guaranteed ticket. So I haven't understood why people don't want to go to him because that automatically gives them a chance. But then at the same time, if they win, it still means a lot because you just beat the fucking Warriors.
I think it's the first big issue is that they feel like if they lose, that they're gonna get extra blame from certain people compared to LeBron.
And some people
win,
they're
some
not
people
aren't
get the
built
congratulations.
to take the scrutiny.
Like, yeah,
that's true.
I can't.
I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see what AD does. There's been so many reports. It's so hard to, because we just saw the shop.
Yeah,
he obviously has a good relationship with LeBron.
Oh, of course. I think a lot of players do that.
But it's just like, if I was him, I would just tell everybody, I'm not going anywhere but the Lakers. Because if you even give anybody the shadow of a doubt that they have a chance to keep you, then I feel like it just wastes everybody's time. Because I think if the Celtics think they can actually convince him, I think the Celtics would be the team to trade for him.
I don't think...
And it might be a waste of time because sadly he is injury prone. So he might get injured. And even if they do make it, if KD stays with the Warriors, I still don't think they have a chance to beat the Warriors.
I feel like you're giving them a little more like credit than they did almost lose to the Rockets in that series last. Like
they did, but
like if James
Harden,
all
right, but you know, like
he missed all his shots in that game,
and I hate when people like
if he would have made a couple shots, they might have won that series.
But if you want to go down that road, then I can go down that road about LeBron.
No, I'm saying that I don't feel like
it's bad luck and there's good luck.
I mean, the
Warriors have had a lot of good luck.
I mean, from an actual 7-game series though. Like, even that LeBron thing, like, it was 7 games. I think if LeBron was in this Eastern Conference this year, no, I would not expect the Cavs to come out the East. Hell no.
But he could have gone to, like, Boston or Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If he would have stayed with the Cavs, I mean. If it would have been that
true.
Cavs
I don't
team
think that was ever
rest.
really an option.
No,
though.
it wasn't. They were all. That was a good move by him, even making it to the championship.
Yeah. I still wish. It's one of those things where, man, I wish he would have picked Philly. Because it would have just been interesting because I think that would have helped his legacy. And also it could have gotten him to 6 rings.
Yeah.
And then you could really have the GOAT argument.
Yeah.
Technically, he still has a chance. Like, if AD does come out this summer and says, I'm just going to the Lakers, that'll be interesting. So if he goes there and then what if Kyrie surprises us all and goes to the Lakers?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I think pro player stuff, I love it. I think they're the money makers. I think they're the reason. Bryce Harper is literally the only reason I'm getting back into baseball because I know he's an exciting player.
It's the stars. They make the team.
The stars make the teams.
Yeah.
And people
baseball doesn't have enough of them either.
Yeah. And people argue that that's why football is better because that's not the case. I would argue not at all. I think Tom Brady gets more people to watch him than Bill Belichick does.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like every sport is pro player. And I mean, fucking Tom Brady is the poster child of not really being pro player because he's taking less money than what he deserves. He deserves a shit ton. He's the fucking GOAT of football and of QBs. So he should be making $50 million a fucking year. But
that's why I don't get that from these players though. Like I don't get it from these quarterbacks. I don't get it from the receivers. How they watch the Patriots and they see what Tom Brady does and how he doesn't take money. Like I wonder why these quarterbacks just always want these max contracts.
Like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I don't get that.
One of the reasons they can't help out Aaron Rodgers is because of how much he's getting paid.
And he's honestly, he's the biggest State Farm person, so I would imagine that he
has to be making.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get that. I mean, it is a little bit harder for football players to get those commercials and shit like that. It's more of a basketball thing.
But Aaron Rodgers is.
But I think
truthfully, I think the NFL does have stars though. Right now, at this point,
They do.
like
They do.
I think Antonio's a star. Truthfully, especially with his blonde mustache now, so he's definitely a star.
He's
I think
wild.
Odell's a star. I
Odell.
think
Odell's
Saquon's
hair.
a star.
Odell's hair is a fucking star.
Yeah, I think Saquon's a star.
Oh, I
think
love Saquon.
even
I think Carson Wentz is a star.
yeah, Carson. I don't see him on TV too much yet, but I think he will be.
He's more
soon.
of like a in Philly
Yeah.
TV type of thing right now.
I think Aaron Rodgers, yeah. Tom
Definitely
Brady,
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady.
Drew Brees is a star.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
He's a big star.
A lot of these dudes, I think they.
Did you see him playing
household names.
basketball?
Yeah,
He's a
they-
fucking
yeah,
baller.
a lot of the guys.
I don't know if it's
double
because I
athletes.
don't know who he was playing, so I don't know if that's the
Just
reason.
either way though, he
was
you can
making
look at him
moves.
now. Yeah,
He was
Definitely. He was doing his
That
thing.
guy's a star.
Yeah, he is.
He probably should have went to maybe basketball. I don't know. Maybe he would have been terrible. But yeah, I'm pro player. So you're a pro player?
Yeah, I would go pro.
You
Player.
just
But
think
I just wish.
They need to change.
I just wish that they wanted to be the best by beating the best. I wish that's what they did. I wish that
So how do you go about that then?
you go about it by forcing your hand a little more with the teams.
But to do what? To trade for players or
Pretty much tell them I need you to make some different moves. Like I think you need more players to really feel like I'm the top-notch player on your team. I'm the superstar. You see the crowd, you see who has these jerseys on.
Yep.
I need a little more decisions with the GM. Like, what is he doing? I need to be a little more
vocal about it.
vocal. Like, let's make some moves. And if
Okay.
it's not happening, you need to expect more players to do this where they leave.
Because I will say, especially in like basketball, the only GM that's been making moves is Elton Brand.
Oh yeah,
The
Eldon's
rest
an
of them,
amazing
he's
GM.
amazing GM. So that's why I think he
I
definitely.
don't think he's
should
the
get-
only. I wouldn't say he's the only one.
But I'm saying like, what other GMs have actually made some crazy, game-changing for their team decisions? Because sure, the Lakers
I
got
like
LeBron,
some of
but
the
that didn't make
Eastern
them.
Conference moves like the Bucks and the Raptors and so many people.
But they didn't
got.
really add anybody. They just got better. You know?
They didn't trade for anybody.
Yeah, they already had their pieces.
Yeah.
It's just guys finally showed up.
Yeah.
And
Well, they traded for Vukovic though.
who?
I mean, Meritic, not Vukovic.
Okay.
I
I
said,
was like Vucevic.
yeah.
Thought he was on the Magic.
Yeah. Meritic.
Yeah.
His fucking career is going down the tubes though. Speaking of him, he's like averaging like 20 points a game just down there for no
Vucevic?
reason. Yeah. Like just their team fucking sucks. I feel
But
bad for
at
him.
the same time, the only big man anybody cares about is Joel. So
Like center wise, period.
yeah, like it's still not. Joel is trying to make it more of a center league, but the rest of them aren't really that exciting.
Not
if
like him,
if
no.
anybody becomes anywhere near, it'd probably be Ayton. Is that his name from
DeAndre?
the Suns?
Yeah.
Maybe
I
him,
think-
but
I think it's like not that position like he is center. Like I think you got a lot of like cross forward centers that are like
Yeah.
over 7 foot, but they have more of a like a 3
like
pointer
a
game.
unicorn.
Yeah.
The fucking
But I also don't like when Joel does that shit like he is like fucking Kevin Durant though. Like I hate when he shoots all the threes. So speaking about him, I don't know why he forgets he is a
well,
center.
that's because
sometimes.
it's. I don't think it's that. I think it's he realizes what the NBA has turned into.
Yeah.
So he can't be Shaq. You know what I mean?
I just think
He can
needs
be
to
Shaq at
lay
moments.
it back. I don't want to talk about that too much.
Yeah,
We'll go down now.
I'm just saying. Sorry. So we're both pro players then. All right, so let's move on real quick to the Lakers. This is the third time we're talking about these guys.
Did you see you watch any highlights or the game, or you saw it, or?
I didn't even want to watch the highlights.
Oh shit!
I was
damn. All right.
because I saw like a couple of the dunks, and I'm like, man, the Lakers are looking good. They might beat the Bucks. If they beat the Bucks, that might be exactly what they needed. You beat the best team in the league. Let's start going. But they lost, and they're in a tough fucking position.
Yeah, everybody
They're
keeps
10th right now.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying the Clippers don't want to go to the playoffs, but they just keep winning
They keep
games.
winning.
So it's confusing.
Yeah, the Lakers are. I just don't want to see this happen to LeBron. That's like
happening.
all it is. Is like I don't give a fuck if they get 4-0'd in the first round, even though I don't think that's gonna happen.
Against the Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting swept.
Nah, they ain't getting swept.
That would be
Because
some
this
crazy
team,
shit,
the guys he has around him is still better than the guys he had around him in Cleveland.
Yeah, well, that's speaking of that though. That's why I was wondering about that whole Anthony Davis trade. Because when I start watching some of these players, fucking Brandon Ingram, he's cold.
No, he's not.
He's cold.
No, he's
You didn't watch the game. You haven't watched the highlights. You've been trying to like.
All right,
you've
he
been
might have been
scared.
good in one game.
No, it's not.
I'll give you this.
It's not
I'll
one
give
game.
you Lonzo's more important than what I originally thought. Like, if you really look at the stats, he's very important to that team.
For defense.
And
definitely.
Josh Hart, I'll give you. He's playing amazing on offense, and
No,
I knew he was
Brandon
going to do that.
Ingram.
I was mad as fuck when the Sixers didn't draft Josh Hart.
Yeah.
They had the chance. It was there. They were up, and I'm like, Josh Hart. And they chose, actually, I think they chose Landry Shamet instead. Because that was first round.
2 years ago? Last year?
He's a rookie this year. Yeah.
Hart is?
Yeah.
I thought Hart was a second year man. I'm pretty
Is he a
positive.
second
Yeah,
year?
I think he's second year, Josh Hart.
Fact checker Jared. Finally, we got a fact checker
checker
Jared
Jared.
situation.
Josh Hart.
Yeah,
Josh.
Look up Josh Hart drafted.
Yeah, but
Okay, well, all I know is they had their chance.
yeah.
Whenever he was drafted, they had their chance.
Yeah, I think it would have
Fact
been a
checker Jared,
good.
when
good
did he get
move for
drafted?
it.
On
was-
June 22nd, 2017.
All right, so 2 years ago. Yeah.
But wouldn't that be the 18-19 season, though?
No, it'd be
No.
the
18.
17-18.
Okay.
So it's the second year. Yeah.
Was
Remember he was playing
drafted in
last
the-
year.
Was he drafted in the first round? Well, what does it say? What number was it?
Drafted 30th overall.
Yeah, so first round, last
Okay.
pick.
Yeah.
First round.
Yeah, so
I don't
think I think they're all right. Look up Brandon Ingram's last. Just type in Brandon Ingram for me too, because his last 6 games he had like 32, 31, 29.
Really?
He's been ball. Yeah, trust me. He's Brandon
I don't
Ingram.
know. I feel like they keep
he's cold.
saying.
No,
I feel
he's
like they keep
it's not a
saying
joke.
he's supposed
Not
to
a joke.
happen, and then
It's
he
not
just
a
doesn't
joke.
happen.
Trust me, it is not. He's a baller. I'm telling you.
He still doesn't really play defense though.
Nobody does though on that team. They gave up 100.
No, Lonzo Ball does. That's what I'm saying. That's one of the
Well,
most
it's out
important
there
parts
right now.
of Lonzo Ball on that team.
Yeah,
Is they're a lot better on defense.
I think that would definitely make a big difference for them.
And LeBron pre-injury played some defense.
Yeah.
Now
but-
after this injury, he's playing defense on the fucking free throw line. And
Yeah.
it's getting-
Speaking of his free throws, them shits are awful.
Are they?
Yeah, he's like 67% from free throws, like for fucking free throws. I don't know what that's about.
Well, it's nothing like what happened to Westbrook's free throws.
I mean, who considers Westbrook the best player in the league, though? Does anybody consider Westbrook the best in the league?
Mr. Triple Double, everybody's like, shouldn't we be talking about this guy as the best player? Blah, blah,
Who
blah,
said
blah.
that? I never
They
heard
were
anybody
they
say
were
he's the
saying
best.
that. They were saying that. Well, you got any stats on Ingram?
What do you want to know?
Just his last 5 games, like how many points?
Well,
he
yeah,
says he had.
points per game.
So last 10 games.
All right.
Pulled up. Field goal percentage is 51%.
51%. All
That's
right.
good for 10 games.
I don't know what this means.
What is it?
Let me see.
MPG.
Minutes. That's minutes per game.
minutes.
Should be like points over there. Should be somewhere like
the last
the
20.
points
Yeah.
per game, yeah.
what is?
22.3 points per game.
See, that's
That's
good.
not too bad actually. Yeah.
That's good considering they were going to trade. Apparently, they
Ingram.
were trading Ingram, Kuzma,
Kuzma.
Ball, Hart. All
Well,
for Anthony
actually, you
Davis?
know what? This is good timing. Bus just came out and said that was fake news.
I thought it was. All right, I
'Cause,
thought
yeah,
it was.
I thought it was
I thought it
because I was
fake.
like, that's all.
Yeah.
Like personally, I would have done it just because I feel like you should be confident enough that you can get at least one free agent, like
Yeah.
even just a Jimmy Butler. So I think that big three is better than, Davis, because Kuzma would have to be a part of the deal. So let's say Ball was the one they could keep, and that would make sense just because of his dad. Maybe they don't want to deal with his dad. So I feel like it's a better team if you have Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James than Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, that shit would be crazy.
You know what I mean?
That team would be
So
ridiculous.
and that would be a good defensive team
Yeah.
too. So and maybe they could convince LeBron to play some defense.
Probably not.
I mean,
Probably
I
give you
don't,
like
I don't know.
20%.
Jimmy Butler is not afraid to say what he needs to say.
No, he
By
isn't.
the way,
he was trying to say some shit
did you
to
hear the
LeBron.
new rumor? Jimmy might be going to the Pacers.
Really?
Don't know where the fuck that came from. don't know
People
why the
just be
fuck.
talking shit.
They do be talking
weird
shit.
move.
I think it would be ridiculous to.
I hope Jimmy stays. It's like when you don't expect.
Well, we'll
it
get
to
there.
happen,
We'll get to the Sixers,
Yeah,
but I hope he stays. But long story, let's wrap up the Lakers.
Think they're going to playoffs?
That's the
How you feel
question.
right now.
Right now, I am officially off the
You're
bandwagon,
off of it.
and you know what? I hope this helps them. I hope that me rooting for
This
them.
video.
Yeah, I hope me not rooting for them anymore helps them, and they can make it.
Do you want to make your public service announcement to LeBron in case he sees it, or anything to say to him directly?
Oh well, if I had anything to say, all right, LeBron, this is me saying, save your fucking legacy. I'm tired of people saying Jordan's better than you when it's obvious that it's not. So I just want you to prove everybody wrong. Get at least 5 rings,
now?
LeBron. That's all I care about. I wish you would have did it with Philly, but I'm fine with you doing in a Laker uniform. Just get your rings, man. Just and then you could be a Hollywood superstar. Just get your rings first, please.
You heard it from
here first.
the mouth of Christian LeBron.
Yep.
Get your rings.
And then if you like this announcement, you want to give me some tickets, I'm down. I'd appreciate you paying for the plane ticket too. Just saying. I mean, I could afford it. I just don't.
Swipe his ass while you're at it too, LeBron.
You don't have to do that, LeBron. I respect you too much.
All right.
You're my guy. You're my guy. All right, moving on. All right, let's talk just before the Sixers, because as per usual, we end with the Sixers.
Yeah.
So before we get there, let's talk about our rivals, the Boston Celtics.
They
The
gotta
heavens have spoken, and I think it's finally time to say they are officially overrated, and they're done. They have, in the month of February, gone 5 of 11, having a 4-game losing streak. They only just recently won.
Yeah, they won last
Yesterday?
night. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What
So
did they play last night? It wasn't anybody that good, I think.
I think it was the Wizards. So
Yeah,
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a bum
fuck
team.
no.
So can we finally say everyone was wrong? You can make your assumptions of why it hasn't gone right this season. I would like to propose to you. I think people keep saying it's Kyrie's fault. I think it's Gordon Hayward's fault. Gordon, have you seen how many minutes he gets? He gets close to 30 minutes a night.
I can't blame Gordon Hayward for the Celtics. Like, it's not his
I'm
fault.
just saying, I find it hard to believe that it's Kyrie Irving's fault. I don't know. Because people forget Kyrie wasn't the only one not playing in the playoffs. It was Gordon Hayward, too. He wasn't playing either.
I don't think it's Kyrie's fault exactly.
And by the way, Gordon Hayward didn't play at all last
No, he
year.
didn't.
Kyrie did,
Like 3
and they were
minutes.
good. They were good last year.
Yeah.
So to put it all on Kyrie, I think is kind of. I'm not trying to put it all on Gordon.
All right.
You know, Kyrie being a little sensitive this year has something to do with
sensitive.
it. I'm
He
just-
said a lot of wild
He
shit.
said some
still
wild
thinks
shit.
the Earth is
He's-
flat
he's-
too, don't you, Kyrie? Is Kyrie still a flat earther?
I think he is though.
All right. So
But I think he might have said it was a joke now. I'm not sure.
What?
He's wild. He's wild as
a
fuck.
joke.
But
Saying that shit like openly for 3 years.
that's just my take on it. I think it's more Gordon Hayward's fault. But it is a team fault too, and I think you should blame the coach too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what's going on is the question. Like what happened to them?
I think I'm gonna have to. I wasn't on the bandwagon that much.
Neither was I.
But now I think I can say that I wouldn't even be too surprised if they lose in the first round. Like I'm not even sure if I would be that.
Because
shocked.
right now they would play us in the first round, which
I
I think we can beat them.
I do too. I would be scared, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would lose to us. And
Yeah.
I'm not giving up on the Pacers yet. It's like their coach is just he has them.
They keep
They're
winning.
motivated.
They keep winning.
It's like
the
I
weirdest
would-
thing.
I would say if you're giving it like a rating off of like NBA 2K 100, I would say that Tyreek Evans is probably just about like 10 notches worse than
My dog just interrupted us. Come on, Lola. You can get some screen time. Maybe this will get us some views.
it probably won't. But
Is she in the?
yeah, she is.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that if you're 2K rating, I would say probably about like 10 ratings lower than Oladipo, Tyreek Evans
It
comparison.
makes me wonder what this team would be doing if Oladipo didn't get injured.
Well, I think they would be in
would-
the same spot though.
No,
Like,
they would. They would still be the third seed, but like you would actually be scared of them in the
Oh,
playoffs.
yeah,
wouldn't
hell
you?
yeah.
You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's weird how
Definitely.
good they're playing.
But I'm just saying I wouldn't be too surprised if they do beat the Celtics.
Well, right now it'd be interesting if they aren't the third seed, though. If they stay the third seed, then they won't play the Celtics. We would.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether we get the fourth or the fifth seed, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't think
So-
I don't think we're not getting the third seed.
So you think we are getting the
hell
third
yeah.
seed?
Definitely.
Honestly, I would be all right with them getting the fourth seed. I think it would
Sixers?
be, I think it would be more impressive to go through the Celtics in the first round than who would be the second round. I don't know how the bracket. I think it would be the Raptors.
I think it's lowest seeds, highest.
But wouldn't it be the Raptors then? I think it would be the Raptors.
If we're the fourth seed,
Yeah,
and we beat the Celtics,
because it's not like football where it changes.
no.
Everything is already together.
Yeah.
Either
I'm not
way,
even too sure.
my
Whatever.
point
I think we could
is,
beat
my
both
point
teams
is,
either
I
way.
think it would say a lot about the Sixers if they
Yeah.
beat the Celtics, the Raptors, and the Bucks to make the finals.
Yeah.
That would be some type of impressive ass shit.
Then I would
right
not
there.
be surprised if we even beat the Warriors. I wouldn't be too shocked.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
would-
think just confident wise, they'd have so much confidence. You know, if Giannis wins MVP, you just beat the MVP's team. You just beat a Kawhi Leonard team that's playing crazy good, and then you just beat a Celtics team where, I mean, maybe they're still a train wreck going into the playoffs. I know they don't want that, but even if they are, they're still very talented,
Yeah.
player by player.
Well, since we're already on the Sixers, we might as well just.
And move on from the
on.
Celtics because, you know, this is our public service announcement that
We're
the
done.
Celtics are ass.
Fuck
all right?
you,
It's
Boston.
just, it's funny to hear you say that because you're a New England Patriots fan.
I wouldn't consider that Boston.
No,
at
but
all.
Boston is a part of New England.
All right.
You know what I mean? So
However
it's-
you want to consider.
I find it a little ironic. All
so
right.
it's like Connecticut.
So let's start
Fuck you,
off with
Connecticut.
let's start off with the most what recently happened. They just played
OKC.
Who? Oh, OKC. Yeah, OKC. And Tobias Harris had 32 points in that game with Paul George was out and Joel Embiid was out.
I
So
still like the win now.
I agree. Yeah. So I ask you, Tobias Harris, if he keeps playing like this, I'm not saying 30 a night, but 23 a night average, will he have proven that he deserves a max contract on the Sixers? Does he deserve that max contract at this point?
Yeah, I think he's already proven it. I think he was getting the max before these last.
Either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think
he just
Altogether.
meshes well.
yeah, hell yeah, that's the piece we need to definitely make sure we carry over.
Yeah.
I love the team completely right now. I even like Jimmy had a pretty good game too.
Yeah, he was
against
9 for
OKC.
20.
So it's kind of like
It was nice to see that he took
shoot
20
that.
shots.
Yeah, I love it.
You know
I
what
like
mean?
seeing that.
Yeah.
I saw Ben Simmons. He shot a 3, I think, at the beginning. I'm pretty sure.
Did he?
Yeah, went out there and shot a 3.
Okay.
So it's like his 4th one in like 6
Hey,
games.
I
So
mean,
that's good.
I think he needs to pick it up a little
Yeah, he
bit.
does. I don't know why he's just shooting 1 3 a game.
Just
Like
at least 3.
just toss
shoot,
it up.
Shoot 3 threes a game. Especially you're gonna be open a lot, so
Yeah,
it's not
wide
hard
the
to.
fuck open.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like what I'm seeing from him right now.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm down.
I agree. I think I definitely want to keep Jimmy.
Yeah.
And they've already said they can do it. They can keep them all. They can even keep JJ, according to what the owners have been talking about.
Yeah. Then
So
sign.
I'd appreciate getting everybody back. But if you were like you have to choose between Jimmy and Tobias, even though Jimmy is obviously I don't even know if you could say obvious anymore, but Jimmy I guess is the better talent.
Then
So
Tobias.
yeah. That's why I'm saying I don't know if you would say that's obvious anymore, but I would take Tobias because he just meshes well with this team.
Yeah.
And just the way he plays is really good. And he's kind of like our LeBron replacement. No, he's not as good as LeBron, but he does things better than LeBron, like shoot the 3.
Yeah. You were saying he's like a young Carmelo, right? Remind you
He
of-
is kind of like a young Carmelo,
like a
yeah.
little young
yeah.
Carmelo.
But like his how big he is like LeBron. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's dominant. Like when he wants to take it in, he can take it in on almost anybody.
Yeah.
So this guy is playing unbelievable, and I would give him a max contract in a heartbeat. So I don't know if you heard about this. One of the owners came out and said an early playoff exit would be very problematic. So do you
agree.
think this is him pretty much threatening? The question would be who, but threatening someone on the team that you need to get this done. I would assume it's the coach.
Who else? Who do you think it is?
No, I assume it's the coach, but I'm saying, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he's kind of saying it to the 2 guys that are going to be free agents too. Well, 3 guys, I guess technically JJ is going to be a free agent too. But he could kind of be telling them, "Hey, bitches, if you're this good, you better get us to the, Well, and this kind of gets me to my other part of the question: what is an early exit? To me, it's just a first round. But some people might consider second round. No. So you consider second round an early exit?
This team,
or is it like a 5 games in the second round?
I need to see this team get at least to the conference finals. If we don't,
so
that's ridiculous.
Losing in a Game 7 second round doesn't matter.
Game 7 second round to let's say the Celtics.
It would probably be the Bucks or the Raptors.
I mean, those teams are loaded, but still, I wouldn't be okay with that. No.
So you would still put that in the very problematic.
Yeah, I think that would.
Category.
I think Brett Brown knows that he needs to win, though. Like I think he knows that now the eyes are really on you.
I think that's why he's experimenting right now.
Yeah,
because he wants to be ready.
Yeah,
for the playoffs.
I'll give him a chance with that because it seems like the lineup is always different. Changing, I don't get it. Like some games,
but I think that's why he's doing it.
Yeah,
he wants to know what would work.
Who's gonna get the best? Bolden had an alright game last game though. He impressed me a little bit. He airballed his first 3-pointer he put out. It was terrible fucking shot. Then he went. I think he made 7 for 8 or something. He had a pretty good game, like what I saw from Bolden. Cormans, he's a good shooter.
I thought he was injured.
No, he didn't play, but I'm just saying.
I don't think he's playing.
He's for the year or something.
Yeah, I think Cormans? He had a fact checker Jarrett.
Are you talking about Boban or Furkan?
Oh, Furkan. What did you say?
I said Cormans.
Oh, my bad. Well, look it up anyway.
You talking about Boban?
Is he out for the rest of the year?
Boban he has a knee fuck up.
Furkan Korkmaz.
Furkan F-U.
Put Sixers next to it just in case you spell his name wrong.
And then just Sixers.
So try to spell it as best as possible.
Start with the Sixers. Put Sixers first.
Furkan Korkmaz.
Actually, just put Sixers injuries. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. Just put Sixers injuries. We're making this too difficult.
It's a hard name.
But I like the rotation every now and then, but it's too inconsistent. I wish I would see more players get more time. I didn't see the exact number on it. I just know he had some type
I know
of
it's at
knee
least
injury.
a week.
Yeah. But he's a great I like him on the bench, but it's just he can't play enough for us not to have to put Bolden out there, which is why I need to
Bolden's
have Bolden.
A power forward. I mean, I know we're not positionless.
No.
We're positionless.
That's
nowadays.
our small lineup though. I would do the little TJ, Bolden, Simmons.
But who would that actually work against? Maybe it'd work against the Bucks.
Nice amount of teams, I thought.
I don't think it'd work against the Celtics. I think that's the reason we lose to the Celtics.
I think we could beat not the Celtics, but the Warriors. I think that would be a good lineup. Teams like OKC, that little small. This is a bench lineup.
The
this
Warriors
isn't a starting lineup.
Situation playing against the Warriors is going to be interesting because I don't know if you knew this, but their defensive stats are not good when Cousins plays. But it's that's why I would love to play the Warriors in the finals because it's who else are you gonna have guard JoJo? You have to have Cousins on him. He's the only big guy on your team.
That's one of the more. If we get to the finals, that would be one of the more important matchups.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna be so interesting that if we can make it, we can actually make some serious fucking noise.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be I think there has been a real idea just because the Warriors do win that it's inevitable that they're going to win just because they do it. I wouldn't be surprised about anything happening in the playoffs.
The problem with that though is. If Cousins isn't doing good, they're gonna go to the double team
against Joel.
And Joel doesn't do good.
And that's why we need these other players. Joel needs to realize that I think Joel needs to be a better paint passer.
Yeah,
he needs to get that into his game a little, little Al Horford type.
Yep.
What's the guy Joker from Nuggets? He needs to get a little better at passing from the paint.
Oh, Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic. They call him the Joker though, right?
Do they? I was so confused when you said Joker from the Nuggets. I was thinking of some crazy person. Is there a crazy guy?
He looks like the Joker if you look at his face though. Think about it. He looks like the Joker.
I got 3 pictures of different Jokers up. I don't know if he looks like
Heath Ledger.
I don't have Heath Ledger.
Damn.
I do need to get a Heath Ledger poster.
I don't see any Joker pictures.
There's
the fuck
2
am I looking at? Ah, shit.
And then
That's
there's
crazy.
one behind the. He's being blocked. This one over here is
Alright.
being blocked a little.
Yeah, but I think he needs to get a little better passing. from the
Jokic
paint,
is an
so
amazing passer.
Yeah, he's a great
If
player.
he can pass half the way Jokic
Yeah, that's all we would
passes.
need. Like half,
Shit.
like 60.
Did you
50,
find out
60%.
is he hurt, Korkmaz?
Is he hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went through surgery.
Okay, so he is probably out the rest of. That's why when they let Corey Brewer leave, that's when that news happened.
I didn't even know anything about him.
Yeah.
Having surgery
so
or
Korkmaz,
anything.
Korkmaz is out for the rest of the season because of the surgery.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Exactly, and that's why I was like, man, y'all chose a wrong time not to sign Brewer.
Yeah.
So the team's not as deep right now.
No, it isn't. When we get Boban back, it will be. I would switch up the lineup.
And Joel's not in either.
No, he isn't. But he'll be
So,
back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
I like it though. All right.
The key is for them in the playoffs is their starting five has to show up.
Yeah.
If their starting five just by themselves can get you 100, you're gonna win the game. I think.
Well, you can't have the bench implode though. Like I've seen a lot of 25-point
If-
leads.
Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
if your
Quickly.
starting five is averaging 100 points, you don't need that much more. And I think Bobby can get his. I think McConnell can definitely get his.
It's good to have him score 100, but then if the bench only scores like 15 points compared to like 40,
But I think 115 is good enough to win you the game.
I mean, yeah, it can be.
So
But it's just I need to see something from the bench though. These teams have benches. These teams are deep in the East.
well,
Like Jaylen Brown's coming off the bench.
we
for
also
Celtics.
yeah, that's true. But we also need to show up at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
JJ and Tobias has to show up. Jimmy has to at least be able to get important threes. He doesn't have to shoot that many, but when it's crunch time and we need a three, he needs to be able to get that. And then Joel needs to be able to make at least two, I think.
2 threes a game.
A game, yeah.
Yeah.
If they can do that, then you can hide the fact that Ben can't shoot. You know what I mean?
I just
Like
wish
if
he
you have
would
to
anyway.
respect Joel,
Shoot a couple.
if you have to respect Joel and respect Jimmy at the three, and then you also have two snipers, I think that helps us because people's arguments against us, and it pisses me off, is Ben Simmons not being able to shoot the three. So they're like, all they have to do is guard the paint. And I'm like, y'all are disrespecting our guys that can shoot threes. Like, put a little respect on JJ and Tobias. And even Jimmy, like, his 2 buzzer beaters were 3-point shots. So if they can do that, especially against the Celtics, they have some weird problem against the Celtics. That's why I want to see them play them in the first round.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think that would be a good test for us.
Very good test.
And wrapping it up.
Got any final thoughts on the Sixers?
We're to talk about tonight's game. What you think?
Who they got tonight?
The Warriors.
Oh yeah,
Golden
Clay's
State.
not playing.
Yeah,
Clay's
Clay
out.
isn't. He's
which
out.
Is yeah. Is did they confirm
Yeah.
Joel?
Joel, no, he's not.
So he's not playing.
No.
Okay. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
They've been struggling lately. They lost to the Magic the other night.
Yeah, I don't think they're that good. But I
All
also,
right, come on. Like, no go. I'm
right.
taking that far. Like,
I
they
don't
are
wanna-
great.
I also they're not taking the game actually that serious
aren't.
right now either.
I think they will against us though.
Yeah, so that's what I want to see. But we did beat them, so they will play for real. But we can win, and they
Yeah.
also have been losing to.
But without
good
Joel
teams.
though, it's gonna be
And
interesting.
this is a big test,
Yeah.
a huge test.
Who's guarding Cousins? Because Bobby's not there now.
Probably Bowden. It's going to be a stressful game.
Exactly. So
Really
it's
stressful.
like, even though Cousins does make them slightly worse, which is weird to even fucking say, but he might ball on us offensively.
He probably will.
So that's gonna be interesting. I'm interested in the defense. If they can play some good ass defense against these guys, people haven't been talking about it, but Curry's been balling out of his mind. So you're looking at the camera. Is there something wrong?
No, there isn't.
Okay, I was just making sure. Like,
If you were petting your dog, I was just looking at it.
it's a good way to end it, you know.
I guess it is.
Petting the adorable bitch. It is a bitch. Don't fucking get mad at me. Like, look up the fucking definition. Female
Bitch.
dog. Okay, whoa, buddy. You don't have to be.
All right.
She's a good bitch.
Sorry about that, bitch.
Not a bad bitch.
All right, to all my bitches out there and my bitches in here, take us home, Christian.
All right. Well, that was our episode of The Sports Show, and we'll see you next time.